pretty cool because, I mean, I grew up in the area, so Londonderry Mall is pretty iconic in my life. And to always, again, you can take the kid out of the North End, but you can't take the North End out of the kid. So anyways, what's cool about this is I had this nomination in my back pocket for 2 years, maybe 3, before COVID. And I didn't want to use it because of COVID. And I didn't want to use it because we had to meet the Highlands. I wanted to wait till we could actually come to the mall and present in the mall. So, of course, the committee, Darrell, myself, George, I had discussed this months ago. And of course, I submitted my nomination and they thought it was very, very worthy. And over time, I've seen what Londonderry Mall has done in the community and of course, what it does for the Northeast community. It's never been out of my mind. And then I'm watching the news back in January, February, and another community project is on the news. So I thought, I can't let this go. I got to present it again. And again, Darrell and George and myself, we agreed that Londonderry Mall was the suitable choice. This is my speech on the four-way test, but I've adjusted a little bit towards Londonderry Mall. So it's a wonderful thing when our club can share the gift of Rotary and Rotary's story with the community we live in. Today we are able to reach out beyond our club meeting place and present the Rotary Club of Edmonton Business Award, Recognition Award, at the place of business of our recipient. The first time we have taken this opportunity because this is again the 6th recipient I think we've had over the years. It starts with vocational service. Rotary started for business reasons and professional services. 117 years ago, in 1905, Paul Harris had the unusual idea of friendship and business could mix. Through evolution and Century Plus, vocation evolved within Rotary. To add further, in 1943, the Board of Directors adopted a 24-word statement on the business practices originally written by Herbert Taylor during the Depression, the Great Depression of 1930s. When Herbert was called upon to take charge of a Chicago-based aluminum company facing bankruptcy, Herbert created a test as a measure of the company's fairness, honesty, and integrity in all business transactions. And I was told numerous times that if you apply the four-way test in business, you can't fail. And it became the personal standard for making business decisions. And yes, Herbert Taylor leads the Chicago Aluminum Company out of its struggles and on success, and a company he later took over and was his business. The four-way test started at a 1934 convention by the Rotary International president. Fundamentally, Rotary is a philosophy of life that undertakes to reconcile the ever-present conflict between the desire to profit oneself and the duty and consequence impulse to serve others, service above self, and we all know that, service above self. We live it. A declaration for Rotarians in business and professions continues to emphasize the importance of honesty, high ethical standards, and fairness to employees, associates, competitors, consumers, and the public, of course. In 2022, the recipient exemplifies what the four-way test represents. Because of COVID, I kept this, of course, in my back pocket. And the nomination file till we, of course, could actually meet. And the vocational committee agreed so worthy. Growing up in the area, Londonderry Mall, which opened up, was the place to go. What an impact retail-wise, the food court, and of course the theater. The theater was a great place to go as a kid. A great impact 50 years ago in the Northeastern community, and now half a century later, Londonderry provides the same commitment to our community. The retail infrastructure the mall provides, of course, many community programs. Watching the news this past winter, another program, and it still continues. Londonderry Mall epitomizes the four-way test. Vanessa Treleaven, Londonderry Mall, our 22 Business Award recipient. President Dave, the award.
Thank you, Darrell. Well, Vanessa, on behalf of our club, proud to present you with the
Thank you.
a business recognition award from our club. And we'll take it so Darrell
Oh yeah,
wants to
okay.
have
Oh, why
it
not?
done.
Perfect.
Thank you. And I'll just set that down there.
Oh, okay.
And now it's your turn to brag about everything about Londonderry Mall.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Sorry.
try to talk loud. I'm not like a super loud person, so you can't hear me. Just give me a wave. So guys, I'm Vanessa Treleaven. I'm the assistant property manager here at Londonderry Shopping Center. I also handle all of the marketing and anything community related that happens in this mall as well. So I oversee any kind of charitable initiatives, community initiatives, anything like that that we engage in. So many of you, I've heard, grew up coming to Londonderry Mall, and I'm sure you've seen the many changes and phases that it's gone through. Back in the day, it started out as actually the first high-level shopping center in Western Canada, so it was quite the go-to spot. And then eventually we ended up having another renovation in the 90s, and then our more recent renovation in 2013 to 2016, which brought in the amazing shopping center you see now, a lot lighter and brighter than it was before, as well as great tenants like Simon's, H&M, basically putting us back on the map as a formidable shopping center in Edmonton. Even though we changed over the years, we've still always maintained that same dedication to the Londonderry community. It's something that we hold very highly in our hearts. As a center that's nestled into a neighborhood, we've become kind of a third place where people come to outside of their work and homes. And we recognize that. So we're always looking for ways to give back and continue to be a part of most people's lives. Some of the ways that we've been doing that recently is we've started partnering a lot with Dogs with Wings Assistance Dog Society. They were our charity of choice last year and have also been named our charity of choice this year once again. And this is mainly to do with the fact that they touch so many lives, and they're such a deserving organization. There's so many people that wouldn't be able to function in their day-to-day lives without the services and the wonderful dogs that they provide. Last year, when I first started talking to Dogs with Wings, they told me that they were going to reach their fundraising goal for 2021. And that just broke my heart because I couldn't let that happen. And they told me that they barely get any funding from the government. It's all basically donation-based. So that being said, I told them, why don't you guys come into our shopping center? We have amazing foot traffic. Bring in your events or whatever you guys would like to do to get the fund rolling in. They were overjoyed, and we did tons of really cool things with them. We had a dog fashion show for Halloween, which was adorable. So they all dressed up in their costumes and walked the runway. And the media, lots of media showed up every single time they came, which was amazing for them as a charity. It really put them on the map. And then we did other things like photos with Santa. We did Christmas kisses, we called them, with their ambassador dog. And then more recently, we did a Valentine's Day event with them as well, where people could take Valentine photos with their ambassador dog as well. So that's going to continue. We are not stopping there. We're working with them for something in the fall, and we're just going to keep moving forward with them as our charity. We also work with tons of other charities too. We've done a lot with Kids Cottage more recently, as well as we've been working with a couple of local individuals for part of the Ukraine relief organizations. So we've been doing a lot with them. They've come in here and they've been selling art and other products from the Ukraine society. So it's been really, really cool. And I guess all I wanted to say is thank you so much for having me here and for recognizing everything that Londonderry's done. We're so honored and grateful to be recognized by you guys. So thank you so much. Okay.
And with that being said, donation in the amount of $500 will be given in Londonderry's name through our club with the Dog with Wings program. So one day I'll just stop by the office and visit Vanessa and give her the check. John is not here today, so anyway, so we'll be giving that. And as well, the honorary membership for a year, so hope she experiences the Highland along with other members and see what a great club it is, so no bias there. Anyways, and of course, we have to have some gifts. I thought with the importance of the four-way test, no, she doesn't have a Keurig machine. I mean, she might have one at home. But anyways, coasters with the four-way test on it, the rotary story. Yeah.
those are awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and I thought, again, being a Cassie gal, I thought for sure she probably on her desk a neat rotary 4-way test hourglass.
I love that. Thank
So-
you.